Boomerang. And yeah, I'll be continuing with Character Sprites. I might be a bit slow to responding to chat today, cause like I'm working. Oh wait, I should change the top note. Working on sprites. Might be slow to see your message. Exclamation mark. I wish I could put like a heart in here, but like this font does not accept emojis. Either that or it's like OBS that can't really handle them with this, but either way, that's fine. That's fine. I am watching other videos while doing this too, because like I need to lock in a little bit. Let's see. I need the color. Need the color. There we go. Which we're in Goonies folder right now. Let's go to Artemio. And we shall... Man, I am booting up so slowly right now. Sketch. And then we go... Group. Head. Oh, head. Head. And we start with group base shape. Let's get going. I spilled my entire big glass of water on the floor just as I was gonna start. Fortunately, I also had my homemade matcha latte. But I definitely should have added a little. Is this the? Oh yeah, this is the right one. Yeah. I chose the wrong. Amount of sweetener in my matcha. I think I'll just... He won't have... His hair won't be moving that much, so I'll just draw in the basic hair shape here. And then I'll give his little dingly dangly there. Should I simplify that maybe? Let's do that. I finally finished writing and putting the script into Rempi yesterday, so I'm very happy with that. Means I am on track. I don't know why I'm... Like, I feel so blocked about the character sprites, which is like usually the part where I'm like, this is doable. I think it's partially because like it's the first time I'm doing like game/interactive, like a big game/interactive work in Krita, which is like, it's not a problem per se, but it feels weird. Actually, you can't save in PSD, right? Let me just check. Looks like you can't. Wait, Photoshop image. Is that? Yeah, that's a PSD. Okay, awesome. That would make it a lot more easy, a lot easier to get it into Live 2D. The Game Jam version, I've mentioned this before, but I'll just say it again. The Game Jam version will not have animated sprites unless I get intensely productive somehow. But first of all, I need to see if I can... I suspect I won't be able to use Live 2D under Ubuntu efficiently with this PC. Like, I've seen that it can be done, like people have talked about it being possible, so it's not that, but like, I suspect that since Live 2D is already a fairly resource intense program, I think it's going to be a bad experience to work on anything in Live 2D under Ubuntu. So, but I do have my Windows 10 dual boot that I can run offline, but it means that to work on Live 2D things I'll have to just like lock in and work offline, which I've not been in the mood for lately. But it would probably be good for me. Should he have an earring? I think I can give him his nose on the base layer. I don't think he's going to be turning too much. I don't think that's gonna be visible under the scarf anyway. I think I'll leave these unanimated too. Technically they would probably move, but he's not even gonna be visible that long, so I think I'll just have his little cowlick be a separate layer alone. Oh, right. I don't... Technically... I should not be drawing his neck yet. think with his hair and stuff, he'll have to exist like this. I could use the scarf. I could use the scarf as a separator for his pieces. Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter if that's there or not. I think that'll work. In that case, I'll have to layer his body over his head. Which is fine. Yeah, I think that'll work. Should I give him slight? I don't know. Maybe not in line art, at least. I could do it with the... with color instead. Okay, I guess that's the head shape. His shape. Head shape. And then we can group this one. Call it face. I think that's a good eye shape. We gotta split the layer before I forget. Come on. Let's see, this is L lower right line. L upper line. Right eye. Yeah. I'll move it down a little bit. Line or lower line. L eyelid greens. R lid greens. Okay. L iris. How did it end up there? Oh well. Can I get away with duplicate? I think I can. With the kids I can't, because like their eye shapes are so different, but our iris. Group. RI. Group. LI. Eyebrow. Eyebrow. Yes. Yes. Actually, I'll just group this. Oink. Yeah. What? That's better. I'll figure it out when. No, I think this is good. Oh wait. Group. Myth. No. Shit. I think my undo button got stuck. That's scary. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. I think I'll have to let neutral post. For the others I could do more, but I think for him I'll just have to accept that he's not going to be easy to deform. It looks bad with the rest of his expressions are neutral, but it'll make sense when I get it all working. I hope. Angry. And then we need something like this. Post. Maybe we need embarrassed open also. Let's see. He yells. Then he's embarrassed. That's all. It kind of speaks. Then we need some kind of lathe so we can base them on this. Actually, maybe this one should move a bit more to the side. Hello? Yeah, now they're the corners of the lower corners of the mouth, so sort of in the same place. Teeth. Yeah. Should split that. Oh. Yeah. Teeth. Lower. Sorry, my guy. Maybe for the actually the teeth can go below the mouth. Wait, what's this? What's his neutral mouth? You can also go above the teeth. For the sake of his dignity, let's let him have neutral mouth while we work on this. I don't remember if he really needs the neutral mouth, but we'll see. Okay. Body next. Should he get an earring? I think he could have an earring. Just something like small. There we go. Yeah. Guess we can... whatever. Let's leave it like this for now. I'm gonna take a little break and then I'll continue with the body. BRB. I'm back. Just gotta start some other video for the background. Alright. There was another... Is that way? Where is it? Oh, there. Yeah, we're done with head. And we're doing the body on a layer above. Group. Body. Oh. Something like that. Actually, if I'm using this as a separator, I can't have it looping around the back. So we're just gonna have to do it like this. It's a little bit less realistic, but it'll fit together better. If I hide head... Yeah, it looks okay. And we can hide the head for too, so we get an easier time looking at everything. I think that risks not lining up if I move things around, so we'll leave that for now, but... Gotta make him beautiful. Now, my issue here is that I gave up on doing the sketch good, so we'll see. We'll see if I can get these. These lines to look nice. But I think I'll leave it at that. Let's not overdo it. Eugh. Yeah. I think we're good here. Merge down. Alright. Yes. That should... Actually, I should mask the cowlick first. Line art. So it's easier to see. Masking. Make the brush small. Oops, that's way too big. Let's make this small. There we go. There we go. And then the masking for the rest of it. Ooh, video edit. We can go. Yeah. 3 out of 4. 3 out of 4. I can't wait to get to coloring. Coloring is so much more fun. Actually, I like Fanart too, but it's less fun when you're doing it for... Line art is less fun when you're doing it for... Oh, did I do this in... No. Whew. Thought I did it in the wrong folder for a while. Not that that would have been too bad, but... Okay... Sketch. Here I am going to have to separate her head and her hair. Let's see. How do we cut this up? The hand is in front of the face. The face is in front of the neck and the claws. What have I done to myself? What have I done to myself? Well, let's just get started and then we'll see where we end up. I guess I can just separate the hand. Yeah, I'll separate the hand away from the rest of the body. This way I can do this relatively easy. Yeah. Got scared for a second. And I guess I can... We'll see. This one can definitely go first. But let's see. And shape. Thank you. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're feeling better. Yutatsu. Yeah, enjoy Lurch. Hmm. It looks kinda good, but like... I hope I never have to draw her again. Hi, Loud! I think it's going well. I finished this guy. Can't really zoom into a comfortable size, but finished this guy. Working on them. Just finished this head accessory that I kind of wish I didn't design, because now I'm like, I hope I never have to draw them again, because like, I don't want to do this again. At least I didn't do like full chain. I saw that and I was like, that's not happening. It's difficult to see what's happening here right now, but I think head is done now. So I can start blocking in things. Let's do the masking so that people can see what's happening here. Yeah, right? I hope things went well. Where you were at, I don't know how much you wanna reveal on the reveal live, but hope it went well. Went okay, great. When I finish the masking for the head, I think I'll take a little break. Let's have this layer while we do the rest. I Actually, let's hide all of this. Yeah, the sketch can be there. Skin. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be worth it. Thank you. Why do I do hair? My character should just be bald, so I don't have to do all this. Mood indeed. Oof, there we go. Oof, there we go. We're gonna need mouth later. I think I'll have to fill in the nose on this one. I'm not 100% sure how things will move. Yeah, you should draw. But I mean, if you're tired, you can take a break. I just haven't done anything else today, so I should at least do this. Or well, I guess I technically kind of washed my floor, because like, I dropped the entire big glass of water on the floor before this, but that was not intentional. Yay! So my floor got a little bit washed. Yeah. I guess it was about time, but like, didn't want to do it with my big glass of pear flavored water. At least it was like the mix juice, the grenadine type of thing. So it's not like I wasted like a whole other drink that I paid more per drink for, but still. Still. You know, at least it wasn't the matcha. That would have been both more expensive and also less fun to clean up. The matcha latte. Or like my best attempt at a matcha latte, we shall say. I really should have put in more sweetener in it, but it's not bad, it's just like I would have liked more sweetener today. The matcha. The matcha is safe, it's just not sweet enough right now. I didn't want to have to go out today because it's like raining, but I think I might have to anyway, so I'm gonna... I have snacks, but I could get some other type of drink in honor of the lost pear. The lost pear juice. It's like I found the sugar-free lemon iced tea that I really like, but I don't want to drink it too fast because it's not in the shops I usually go to, so I want to drag it out a little bit more. So if I go and buy some other drink to enjoy, then I can drag it out a little bit. It is delicious. Like, it's a little bit... I'm starting to think I should maybe water it out a little bit. It's a little bit strong for my taste, at least right now. But it is delicious. And it's the closest to like a normal juice that I can enjoy without having to worry about my blood sugar. I keep like pear juice and stuff, like sugary pear juice for my blood sugar, but I can't just chug it whenever. However, we're meant to be together. Wish I could sue my pancreas. But I don't think. I think I'm way past my warranty on the pancreas, since I didn't get diabetes until I was like 15. Woo! I think with all the head masking done. Yippee! And then I have to do the hands. I will just actually make a note of that. Group. Group. Separate from the body. Which we... And that way I can minimize the amount of different parts I do. So then I can have... Actually, the back of the hair will have to leave the head category, because head needs to go... Body needs to go to the bottom. And back hair needs to go below body. There we go. Yes. And head, body, back hair. They're not going to be animated for the demo, because I don't think I have the time and energy to do that. But my plan is to make a post-game jam version where I test the Live 2D integration and also maybe make like prettier UI and stuff, because I don't think I'm gonna go into custom UI stuff for NaNoRenO itself, because I don't think I have the time and energy to do that, and it will give me more time to make something refined. Yeah, no. And like, the standard UI, it's plain, it's not the most refined, but it works and it has all the functions that you expect of a modern visual novel. And it's not, and at least the contrast is decent and stuff. So like, I have no issues with it. Hey! Welcome. I was gonna say welcome back, but you've been here, so like... welcome still here. But yeah, so I'm gonna not do it for the VN build, but I am going to make a... like, I'm not gonna do it for the Game Jam build, but I am going to do it for the... post Game Jam build. Is my plan. Because I wanna test how... practically how Live 2D integration works. Because like, back when I was still doing like some of the game development stuff, the Rempi main dev was fairly really strongly against integrating Live 2D. Because I remember asking, like, or like giving a feature request for it, and they were like, no, never happening. And I was like, okay. But now it's in there, so. I think it's mostly because, like, it's basically, especially back then, there was not a huge amount of people working on MP. So, like, I threw it out as, like, a wishlist item. But I understand that it was definitely probably a lot of work to integrate Live 2D into MP. So I don't know if the main dev did it or if it was like one of the contributors who did it. I haven't looked into that because like it took a long. I've not worked on a game really in a while. But yeah, so I'm glad that they did implement it, and I want to see how it works. Because now I'm... No, don't worry about that. You can mute me out whenever you like. I'm just like I'm happy that you're lurking already. That's very nice. Hope it's a good kind of busy. Aw. I mean, I'm happy that you wanna, but like, yeah, you gotta prioritize what you gotta prioritize. Yeah, okay, I finished this now. Unfortunately, for you, if you have time to hear my voice right now, I'm gonna take a little break. Because since I finished all of this now, I'm gonna go move on to the body next, but I need to take a little break before I continue with hand and the rest of the body. So I'll BRB for a bit. I realized when I braked last time that there's no music on the BRB screen in this new setup that I did. So I'm gonna leave you on this page, and that way you can also just look at what I've been doing today. I'll just zoom in on the characters here, and you can peep them with your eyes. Actually, I'll just do this also, so that people know that I'm BRBing. Oh wait, I shouldn't do it over their faces. Where do I... BRB... There we go. Take a break and well, that's scary. Take a break, stretch, refill your waters. Don't throw it on the floor unless you're planning on washing your floor. In that case, throw it on the floor, I guess. But also get something to drink. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Remove this. What should I start from? I think it's... Oh! Shouldn't the head be a bit shorter on the parts? Be more brought to the front? Yeah, probably. Bleh. Yeah. Do I want to fix it? You are correct, though, unfortunately. I could do something like this. Get a new... No, it's fine. When you're right, you're right. No, you don't have to worry about it. It's annoying because like I don't like redoing things, but you're not wrong. Is this still... Oops. Yeah, that's fine. I guess it becomes a little bit weird when I'm trying for a fixed pose instead of a VTuber. Great. Okay. Should I start with body or should I start with hand? I think I'll start with hand. No. I'll start with body, that way I can move the hand a little bit depending on what makes sense. I think though, like, speaking about like critique and how people receive it, in general, I think it's best, especially if you don't know a person, I think it's like if you don't know them very well, specifically in terms of how they handle critique and how they wish to be critiqued. I think it's generally better to ask if they want critique first. Like, I don't mind so much because I've been in situations where I've received a lot of critique on artistic and otherwise creative endeavors. But a lot of people don't ever really get art critique, especially, and so they're not used to handling it because they can't divorce critique of their work from critique of themselves. So a lot of people, I mean me included to some degree, but like a lot of artists, their art is deeply is ingrained with themselves and their personality and their, you know, being. So they can't immediately separate getting their art critiqued from getting themselves critiqued. And, you know, it's usually not the critiquer's intention, but like, that's why you can often get like harsh responses, especially on unsolicited criticism on art. And you could argue that maybe artists should work on getting critiqued, and that's true to some extent, but it also depends on like what the goal of a person creating art is. Like for this one, I am specifically creating a game, I'm creating a product, so I'm, you know, a bit more open to critique on this one, because like it is self-expression in a sense, but it is a product more than that on some level. So I'm looking for critique more on this than I would on, you know, maybe like vent art or whatever. And especially if you're like in an online milieu, you don't necessarily know with what lens people are coming in and offering critique. Like, some people are just out here to fucking quote-unquote own or roast quote-unquote bad artists online. Like, I see that a lot. I see that a lot, like, coming from clips on certainly YouTube also, but like especially on like especially on like TikTok or Twitter or such places, where it's like, nope, stop. The undo button got stuck again. So it's difficult to know if people are coming in with just like, hey, I'm sharing an observation, or if they're coming in with like, I'm gonna make you look bad on the internet. Like, I know you personally, so I know you're not doing that. But like, if I didn't know you, I wouldn't know, like, why you were here giving me unsolicited advice. You know? Now, I don't know if this artist you gave to critique to previously was someone you know personally or not, but I don't know. I just tend to not offer critique of art to strangers unless I've verified that they want it, because, like, it's not always received well, even if my intentions are good. What was I thinking for this? Also, to be clear, I'm not saying like that you did anything wrong or evil per se, it's just like, it's the type of situation where if you don't check that it's wanted, it's quite possible that it will go, that it will be received poorly. Like, for me, to some degree, like, I've been to an art school situation, and I've been to university for interaction design, but like, we were critiqued on our concepts and ideas, and we literally had like courses in how to give and receive constructive criticism. But a lot of people, especially like self-taught artists, don't get that, you know? Like, most people don't really get courses in how to give and receive criticism. So it's not always given well, it's often not received well. And on the internet, where you can't really tell tone easily, it's just like, sometimes it's better not to give it, even if you see something. If you're online. Let's see. I clearly had some kind of decoration idea there, but I do not remember what it was. Here we... This. Also, like, continuing the thought about critique, it's also like a question of time and space. Even just beyond, like, did they ask for it or not? It's like, like right now, for example, like, I don't know what the case was with the previous artist you critiqued, but like, I imagine a lot of people would not enjoy being critiqued while streaming, because you are, you know, you are critiquing them in front of an audience of other people, and depending on their levels of pride or insecurity or just like mood, that's not necessarily fun, you know, to have your flaws pointed out in front of an audience. I don't have a huge audience, so I'm not too stressed. I imagine it's like mostly my friends here. And like I said, I've got practice receiving critique, but a lot of people probably would not. like that. Like, yes, everyone should probably, like, for their own benefit, practice receiving critique, you know, even if they're not an artist, like, on their behavior or whatever professional situation they're in, or, you know, anything really. But there's time and a place for all of that, and it's usually not in front of a live audience for most people. Obviously this differs a little bit, like, if we're talking, you know, a genuine public figure, like a politician, like, yeah, sometimes you gotta call them out in public in front of an audience, but most artists are not in a position where that's really warranted. Why did I do so many buttons? Do I want to rethink this? I mean, not that I was gonna go super complicated on the coloring anyway, but... yeah, we'll see. But on that note also, it's not like your technical capabilities qualify you for being able to give advice or not. Per se. Like... we don't expect a sports coach to be better at the sport than the people they're coaching necessarily. It can still be a good coach, but it also takes like some level of trust build up to accept criticism from someone who hasn't proven themselves to be good at something. And then again, not necessarily playing, but at least like knowing the quote-unquote the sport, you know. Okay. Accessories, and then I think we're... But like, you kind of have a good eye for performance, or in this case like anatomy, without being able to execute it immediately necessarily. But like, if you can't execute it, then some people might not trust that you're able to do it, but that's another Me too, it's like an energy thing. Art is expensive sometimes, and if someone tells me I did it wrong, implosion. Yeah, that's also definitely true. Anyone who's like tired or in a bad mood is, you know, not gonna be as open to criticism. For sure. Let's see, look at those buttons, I wanna poke them. Do it at your own risk. Oh, if you're apologizing about the criticism thing, don't do it, like, on my behalf. Like, I'm fine with it. But, like, I'm just, like, bringing it up as a general conversation point. Because I think it's interesting in the sense that it's a conversation that comes up a lot, and, like, I do agree with the sentiment that everyone should work on receiving criticism, but also it's like, not everyone is everyone else's criticism coach. And this is not specifically directed at you, it's like, in the general sense, because I every now and then there will be like internet comments popping up and they're like, you should work on being criticized by other people. And it's like, sure, but like, you really don't have to accept criticism from anyone at any time about any subject matter. No one can handle that. I did make a new layer, right? Yeah. I am gonna pretend like this is not a chain, it's a rope. Because I don't wanna do all of that. We'll have a clasp here though, or like a, I don't know, a ring? Something? Whatever. Not all criticism is valid, it's hard to tell the difference really. Yeah, or other like, yeah, that's for sure that, especially like online. It reminds me of all the color theory discourse, where some people were like, no, CMYK is better than RGB, or like, it's better than using, yeah, like, better than the RBG color theory, and it's like, neither is better or worse, they're used for different purposes. Depending on what type of medium you are in. So like, especially online, some people are definitely misinformed, but also like sometimes the criticism isn't for the purpose of your activity. And sometimes it gets heated. Some of those people are criticizing because they're jealous of something in you. Like a friend of mine was complaining about how I get along so well with people, but that's not a bad thing. Yeah, that's for sure. Something like that definitely happens sometimes. Which is like, is this to realize her self-worth in the scope of things? Yeah. But that's also like why I accepted your criticism here, because like, I could see that it was real and valuable, and something that I could, you know, deal with within the scope of time and energy that I have currently for this project. But like, if you had said something like, wow, this character design is bad because I don't like it, then I would have been like, okay. I mean, if you're struggling with it next time, you can just ask. It never... I mean, well, some people might get upset about that too, but like, you can always just ask.
Especially with me. Like, I might not always use all the criticism I get, but like... I don't mind being asked if I would like to receive criticism. That's fine. There we go. General and then thingy. This perspective is not fantastic, but I do not care right now. But like, I don't have to like it if you like it. That's what matters, especially when yeah. But that's like why I'm saying that like some kind of criticisms, even if they're valid in some way, I might not take to heart from my own vision, you know. But it's also like I can say that because I've practiced discerning what criticism I enjoy or well, not enjoy, but like what kind of criticism is valuable or not to me. Like, am I to police how you design them? That's exhausting. Yeah, I mean, depending on like what the purpose is, there is space for criticism there too, but like, again, it's all super situational. Is this... Yeah, that's fine. We can shut that down. Make a new one, a new sketchup. It's an ongoing process to me, trying to discern what's valuable and what isn't. Yeah, and I mean, that's, you know, that's probably going to be like a lifelong process, because it, as you and your art or whatever you're getting criticized in evolves, things are gonna be different. Like, I don't think anyone is ever done learning. And if you think you are, then I would wager that you're wrong. General you here, not like you personally, again. But also, like, you don't have to always be learning. Sometimes it's fine to just do a thing for other purposes. That's the thing too, like, there's definitely a difference between art you do to practice or learn something versus art you do for self-expression or you know, other purposes. And the same level of criticism isn't going to be applicable to all of those. I've been told I'm not good at accepting criticisms, but I found it's valuable. If I find it's valuable, I can accept it, but this I don't know, so I should accept it. Yeah. I guess it's just like, there you brush up against, like, again, some people do say shit to be mean, but like, if we exclude those, I think most criticism is probably generally offered in a well-meaning manner, even if it's not something that you personally find valuable or like relevant in the situation. But in that case, if the other person feels like you're just dismissing them, especially without explaining why, then you end up with a situation where they don't feel listened to. It's like it's difficult when it comes to, you know, criticism of your person or like your behavior, because then it becomes a layer of interpersonal relationships on top of the topic being criticized. And that's also why some people take art criticism so poorly. It's because some people see it as criticism of the craft, the piece itself, whereas some people on both sides of criticizing and being criticized, by the way, some people see it as criticism of the person or like personality or soul or whatever of someone else, whereas some people see it as criticism of the work. And especially if you don't agree on what it is that you're criticizing, then it gets tough. I'm not 100% sure that lines up perfectly, but right now I do not care. I just want to get this done with now. But like, I do agree that you don't have to accept criticism like that you've examined and decided isn't valuable or warranted or actionable. Because like some stuff it's like, yeah, this criticism is maybe true, but like if you can't do anything about it, then you know, what you gonna do about it? But some stuff is like, yeah, it's hard with stuff like that. It's always dependent on the situation and the people involved and the topic and the situation, time and place and energy and all of that jazz. But I think in general, a good policy to have if you want your criticism to be, if you want criticism that you offer to be considered genuinely considered, it's to offer it in a calm situation, usually in private. Especially if, well, at least if it's interpersonal. Because most people don't enjoy being called out in front of other people, whether or not it's advice that they would accept or not. This is just the chains now. So I could leave that as a separate layer and see if I want to color the line art afterwards. Chains, sure. No. There was something I was thinking of doing still. The body. I do not remember. Maybe there wasn't anything. I'll get back to it if I do. Body base. Oh wait, the masking. I can do that already. Let's hide the head while we do this. Masking. Yeah, criticism and taking and receiving criticism is a big topic because it's always a process, and it's always easier for some people than other people, both giving and receiving criticism. Oh, you don't have to apologize that deeply to me. Like I said, I'm not that pressed about it. Like sometimes I'm more stressed about it than other times, but if it's about my art, I'm relatively good at deciding for myself if I care or not. Which is to say, like, I'm decent about evaluating whether the criticism is relevant, and I'm decent about evaluating whether or not I want to do anything with it in the moment. Because like I said, right now I'm doing something where it's a little bit more, you know, I care a little bit more about it being somewhat accurate-ish, but sometimes I'm just like, I'm gonna draw this the way I want to draw this, and that's how it's gonna happen. Yeah, sometimes you don't get energy for it, but sometimes it's just like, I'm gonna do this in the way that I enjoy doing this because I'm trying to have a good time, and therefore I'm not really gonna I'm not really going to be taking people's opinions on this. Yeah. Like sometimes, like, it's good to be open to criticism and accept criticism and think about criticism, and evaluate and learn from it and all of that stuff, but like, sometimes you just gotta do what's fun and good for you. You can't always be in learning grind mode. Well, I guess some people are, but like, a lot of people, me included, can't do that without well, like Loud put it earlier, implosion. But in those cases I am usually fairly good at just being like, shop's closed today. Opening hours are Monday to Friday. During business hours. There was this person who was like, you should put this artifact set on an F over Scalambina, and I got really... And I was like, I got pieces for an F and our old artifact set, I'm then switching. Yeah, like in those cases it's like, maybe it's technically true for like the damage output you could get, but also like, if you have to farm new artifact set, so that's a lot of time and effort. And if the... It's like, don't fix what's not broken, basically. Like, I definitely have characters in Genshin where I'm like, I could improve their sets, but I don't use this character that much, and I don't want to grind 50 hours to hopefully get something better. I'm good. Too much effort, yeah, exactly. Let's just hear... If we go into hand... Take the line hand... Treat it like... Body. And in those situations too, though, like, when I decide that, you know what, I'm not gonna be doing that. If you're talking with a person that you care to be cordial with, even if that's like my attitude to it, like, you know what, I'm not gonna be doing that. If you know, want to stay on good terms, you can. It's usually better to just be like, thank you for the advice, I will not. Like, even if you don't think it's good or relevant or anything, you know, it's usually good to just be like, thank you for, you know, offering that opinion, I will not be doing that for XY reason. But I might consider it another time. It usually goes... The rejection of the advice tend to go over better. Because that's also an aspect. To consider sometimes. Like, if some person, like, went out of their way to think about your situation and or tell them their feelings about what you're doing or how something's happening. You know, that can be valuable in itself. Just that they feel comfortable or like you're worth thinking about. Even if it's not always something you'll be changing anything about. Obviously, again, situational, how they also offer the advice in the first place and stuff like that, but at least among friends, it's usually not maliciously meant, and in that case, it's nice to know that you at least appreciated the effort, even if it's not something you'll be acting on. Lots of hard stuff in dealing with criticism. depending on the person too. Like, I can feel it sometimes, like, when I've had discussions with my dear father, for example. He's criticized something about me, which isn't necessarily wrong, but it's something that's, you know, hard to hear sometimes. And then it's like, yeah, it's true, it's valuable, but it's something that's difficult, and sometimes you want a break to swallow it and digest it. And that's something we've had to work with amongst amongst ourselves, with like how and when advice is offered and giving space to each other, because something he used to do, which he doesn't really do as much anymore at least, it's like he would be like, I'm just trying to provoke you to get you to think about stuff, and like he kept trying to push and stuff like that when I wasn't really receptive to it, or like in a headspace where that was useful. And like it's like we worked on our understanding in those situations. Sometimes you gotta tune in a bit to make it digestible. Exactly. Exactly. And that's like, even if you like understand and know that it's true, sometimes you just need some time to work on it. So that's also part of the process. And that's also part of why it's easier to give some types of advice. In private, because it gives people some time to step aside and reflect and consider how they want to do things, instead of being embarrassed in front of a lot of people. Also, big things don't happen overnight. They take time to change. Yeah. 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 Okay. I think we have all the characters here now. Well, I mean, patience is a factor, you know, for everyone involved, but everyone works with a kind of like the spoons theory for energy. Like, everyone also has a different amount of patience spoons. Especially depending on what else is happening in life. Sometimes there's, you know, depending on the situation, there's patience to spoon ratio. Yeah. Sometimes there's no... Sometimes, depending on what it is, you know, and how critical and, you know, potentially dangerous or whatever something is, you kind of have to give your feedback at less optimal moments, but if you can, it's usually easier to... It's usually easier for criticism to be accepted if you do it in a calm and timely, but like giving people space to accept, or like to think at least about feedback. Yippee! I think I'm done for today. What day is it? It is... It's Wednesday? I thought for sure it would be Tuesday. Oh, good thing I checked. Where? Yeah, apparently today is Wednesday. That means I have Thursday, Friday. That's full working days on this. Although, like, because I'm going to Kupli this weekend, probably not going 2 full days. But I'll leave the possibility open for that happening. So then I still have next Monday, Tuesday left to work on this. It's doable. So I have 4 full days. Potentially 2 partial days. I'm joining, but honestly my social battery is so short. No, don't worry about it. Oh! I joined on a 250 follower stream and my friends wanted to play Minecraft for several days straight. Don't worry about it! I'll look for a sticker for you. At least a sticker. Honestly, I don't know. Like, I don't even know if I'll go both days. It depends. I have 2 quests for my friends to look for things. And then I just want to look for things for my other friends also who haven't specifically requested anything. And obviously I want to see if I find something for myself. But beyond that, I have no hard plans. I looked at the programming and like... It would have been fun to see like the cosplay or AMV competitions, but I don't have it in me to plan for a time gated event right now. I'm gonna force feed them gifts. Yup. So I think I'll just use Kupli to wander. Wander for as long or as little as I please. And then I'll good to have that freedom. Yeah, especially because like aside from the, you know, big main programming points, which, you know, would have been interesting if I'd bothered to plan ahead and didn't have this game jam projects going on, which I feel like is taking up too much energy from my brain to consider big things. I looked at the other like programming points and some of them looked like they might have been interesting, but they were in Finnish, so they might be interesting, but I won't understand them. So in that sense, there's no like main programming points that I'm itching to go to. I might, if something happens on like a stage. I think there were like a couple of performances and stuff on like, I assume an outdoor stage that I might stop by if I happen to be around when they happen. But I think I'll just take Kupli as a chill walk around. do what I feel like, go away and eat when I feel like. And then hopefully and put more energy into Tampere Couple. No, blah. Into Trakon. Assuming I'm here when that rolls around. Chillaxing! Yeah. Yeah, I'll try to chillax. Like, it's always more fun to walk around with friends, but on the other hand, walking around solo is also, like, kind of nice, because then you get to... You don't have to worry about taking up too much time doing or looking at something or you know. You can just meander and zone out. If you're still here when Trekking comes around, you know I'm dragging you with me. I'm counting on it! I mean, even if I do end up getting a job somewhere else, and having to move or whatever, I do want to, if possible, kind of keep going to Trakon because I like it. Obviously, you know, you have to take a reality check when you're in this, when whatever situation happens is gonna happen, but... Aw, thank you. Yeah. No, I mean, I do want to. So if I can, I'll make it happen. But if, you know... It's for the future will... reveal itself at some point. But right now, my present is revealing to me that I'm hungry. It's time for dinner. I gotta go buy something, I think. I don't have anything at home that I wanna eat. Yeah. Oh, you eat curry? That sounds great. Oh, that sounds so yummy. There is a prepackaged curry dish at the store here, but it doesn't really have much flavor. So I don't know if I'll go for that right now, but it does have some rice though. We'll see how I feel like when I get to the store. Don't get the exotic curry, it's trash. You know, as a baseline, I don't expect any of the prepackaged quote-unquote foreign foods to live up to any sort of flavor. Like, they don't sell it in my local stores anymore, but they used to have this chicken soup. They had two versions. They had the normal one and they had the spicy one. The spicy one, you could say it had flavor. It wasn't spicy. And they only sell the normal one close to me, and the normal one doesn't even have flavor, so it's like, why would I get this? But yeah. Thanks to everyone who watched today. We'll see. I'm planning to stream as I color this too, I think. But we'll see if the mood kicks in and I just go hog wild on coloring off stream, then that's how it goes. But I do plan to stream it. So yeah, look forward to that. Saturday is Atelier Marie. starting that stream. And yeah. Take care of yourselves, everyone. And thanks to everyone who likes, comments, and subscribes. Very appreciated. And hope y'all are looking forward to my game. It won't be very long, but on the other hand, it will be free. At least the game jammed version will be free. So yeah. Have a good week. Have a great Wednesday, apparently. Good night!